Hello, Geminis. All right, my loves. Let's see what comes out for you today. Holy Spirit, Holy Angels, what message you wish to give Geminis? All right. I might stop in a second to light a cigarette, but so I'm going to apologize in advance. We have sexual arts. We have say what you mean. And we have how teachable are you? And we have rejection. All right. We have home. Okay, so my nose is itching and spirit confirming. All right, so if you were going through, I'm hearing a separation. My nose is itching. Sorry about that. It's like you were tested. Take off mask. So it's like if you were dealing with someone, and you knew, you should have walked away from them, right? I see pride. So you were too prideful to walk away. Spirit's saying like you went back and slept with them when you should have rejected it. It's like there was a test that may have been a part of a test to the universe. Maybe you prayed for something and it's like you had the opportunity for something. Okay, but yeah, take off your mask. Behind that, we have victim consciousness. So it's like a willing decision, like you knew you shouldn't have made, but you did. Don't be too hard on yourself. Everybody does it. But if you knew, you knew. It's kind of like choosing, to play a part in your own suffering, basically, right? Phoenix rising at the bottom of the deck. Okay, so we have alchemy. We have beauty. We have Phoenix rising. We have sexual arts. So you may have we have love at the bottom of the deck. So it's like excuse me, spiritual doubt. It's confirmation. So it's like you could have been presented with something or even asked for something. And it's like, I feel like you were tested by the universe, right? But it's like home and procrastination. So it's like if you live with this person, I'm hearing easy access. So it's like I'm hearing gave into temptation. We have healing. We have sadness. I'm hearing fuck the pain away. I know it's horrible, but that's what I'm hearing. Help from above. And we have temptation. And then wild. And behind that we have letting go. So it's like you may have went into separation from something and or someone. And it's like instead of letting that situation go, it's like I'm hearing fed into temptation. So you may be in your feelings at this time. We have alchemy, and instead of harboring whatever you're feeling, put it into a craft, whatever that craft is for you. Okay, let's see what else comes out for you guys. Holy Spirit, Holy Angels, tell me something else. Gemini Collective. We have entrapment. We have patience. We have unleash your creativity. And we have family and tribe. Say what you mean. So what I'm getting with this, it's like, for someone, I'm hearing you're going to find out that you got someone pregnant. You may have had a dream about this. Okay, tell me more about this, Holy Spirit. We have inner child. We have rejection. Okay, I have entrapment again. We have home. Um, and at the bottom of the deck, we have procrastination. So it's like this is a wound that needs to be healed. I'm hearing within your bloodline. If you have children that are of age, I'm hearing even underage. For someone specific, it has to do with that. But it's like if you have children that live in your home, it's like if you don't close this cycle, you're going to have to witness it. So whatever it is for you, like let's say you're a man and you cheat on women, right? You're going to teach your sons, it's okay to cheat. Or if you're, you have a daughter, you're going to teach, let's say you're in a toxic marriage. My name is the Twin Spirit confirming. Your daughter is going to think it's okay to be toxic to the man in her life because you're staying with a mother figure, her mother, even if it is her mother, that's, toxic, maybe she cheats on you. So whatever it is that your children are witnessing, if you have children in your home, it's like if you don't break the cycle, we have unleash your creativity, we have letting go, they're going to have to carry it. A lot of people think, like, and I understand, like, I, came from a broken home. Well, they were together for, a part of my life, but at the same time, it's like, I get, like, how it is and to want your parents to always be together, right? But at the same time, it's like, if, when they do finally separate, it's like, and you're honest with yourself, you're like, okay, it's better that my, two parents live happy lives apart from each other and find true love than to be together and have, toxic relationships. Because as a child who witnessed something like that, I went into that, and I forgive my parents, they only did what they were shown. At the same time, I had to watch my, teenage children repeat that. And, as a parent, I wasn't able to intervene the way I wanted to when I knew, they were dealing with this or that. Because I watched, I've just seen it happen. And I know how hard it is to watch it and not be able to do anything, right? So you might be witnessing that right now. I feel like if that's the case, I feel like you're saying something. I'm hearing to a daughter. Like, I'm hearing, don't put up with that, Mija. That's for someone specific. But you can't, Spirit, this is Spirit speaking through me. Who are you to tell your daughter not to entertain a narcissist when you are entertaining a narcissist? Right? I don't know why I'm hearing the name Lexi, but whoever that's for, it doesn't have to be for one specific person, but I feel like you're telling your daughter and her son, like, don't deal with that, but you're staying in a marriage or a relationship. They're watching you deal with it, so why would they not deal with it, right? It's bigger than us. Or if you are the cheater, you're teaching your daughter to, deal with men who cheat because it's okay because daddy does it. And they, those women don't love themselves, so they keep going back to it. So whatever side you sit on, right? Or if you have a daughter and your wife cheats on you, you're teaching your daughter to go out and be a hoe. It's okay because you entertain it, right? So why should they be anything different? Daddy likes it, so why wouldn't they want to be just like, We have healing. We have courage. We have whole in the soul. We have love. So, and at the bottom of the deck, it's like story, life's purpose. But how I'm taking this is, it's like, by you not having the courage, if you are the Gemini, they know Gemini, this doesn't have to be every Gemini, but this is what I'm getting. It's like, you're being cheated on. You're teaching your children toxic love, right? Instead of teaching them to have the courage to walk away from something that hurts you, you're actually doing the total opposite. So we have healing, courage, whole and soul, love here, right? So what you're doing is the opposite. So you're teaching them to love toxic people instead of having the courage to walk away and go into healing, go into a healing connection. We have patience. We have faith. We have dreams. And we have home. And at the bottom of the deck, we have take off your mask. Let me see 1 second. So it's like, I feel like you've invested enough time into a situation, right? And your current situation may have one point in time been your dream, right? If you're a husband, my nose itching is for confirming, you wanted a wife, you wanted the family, you wanted, the children, you wanted, if you came from a broken home, you haven't left your current situation. But what you're not understanding is if, there isn't love, there isn't loyalty, it isn't a happy home, right? So how is that your dream? Because if you have that dream and you're a loyal person to your person, it's like, why wouldn't you deserve that same energy, right? But if you are the cheater, it's like you're walking in your pride instead of letting go. Because if you lost someone, I'm hearing recently, it really has nothing to do with them and everything to do with you, right? Because if you, were graced with a beautiful energy that came into your life, and it's like whatever you gave into, you let it go, right? Instead of letting go of, that part of you, if you were promiscuous, it's like something beautiful could have came into your life and you were tempted, right? Cycles. It's like you bit the apple. That's what I'm hearing, man. Switching up spirit confirming. So if you are the cheater and something beautiful comes into your life, not everything beautiful can be replaced, right? But if you are the Gemini who's in a marriage, in an actual relationship with the title, and you're getting cheated on, you're simply teaching, your children and your nieces, your nephews, whatever it is, that it's good, it's good to stay in a relationship, because even if it's time invested, that's specific, you're teaching them, stay in toxic relationships because it's time invested. That's a very toxic thing to teach someone. Even if you don't have kids, I feel like you have nieces or nephews, somebody's watching you. We have dreams. We have faith. We have discover your life's purpose. And we have beauty. So, and we have victim consciousness. So right now it's like, instead of thinking, so maybe you are getting cheated on, maybe the relationship before you cheated on someone and now you're going through it. Now you're on the other side of the table. Spirit's saying it doesn't feel good to be on the other side. So that's why you don't ever want to feed that energy. You soulmate right behind it, which means that you gave that energy out at one point in time. Yeah, somebody wanted to invest love in you and you let them go. So the way the universe works is, I'm going to give you everything you want, and then you're going to be forced to let it go. They're going to reject you so that you can love yourself, right? It's all a cycle. Just like you rejected someone and they had to love themselves enough to let you go. It's just the way things go. It's the way the universe works. All right, we have pay attention to the signs. We have unleash your creativity. We have say what you mean. And we have self-sabotage, inner child. And behind that, we have temptation. So it's like you may have been called to speak on something. I'm hearing confess. Like, I'm hearing that you carry guilt right now. Maybe you were supposed to speak on something and you didn't. And I know, the person I am, if I'm connecting with someone and they don't speak out loud, we're not having an actual conversation, I'm going to let that person go. because I'm not going to allow anybody to be energetically tied to me without interacting with me in real life, right? So it's like you could just have self-sabotage something by just not speaking out loud, um, which may be something that maybe you're used to people, like chasing you, and this person didn't do that, and maybe you thought, oh, eventually they're gonna reach out to me. Maybe they did, and maybe you just didn't answer. I don't know. Whatever it is, it's like you didn't say something. So, and if you were used to being chased, I feel like this person didn't do it, but somebody came towards you, and you know maybe if that's the case, like somebody was easier than someone else, so maybe you were guided to speak, and instead of speaking, somebody came towards you that did vocalize, and invitation. What I'm hearing. Okay, we have cycles. We have wild. We have family and tribe, sorry. And we have self-love, and at the bottom of the deck, Phoenix Rising. So even if let's say you're wanting to separate from a situation, and you spoke to your family about it, right? Excuse me. So let's say you are in a toxic situation, and you spoke to your family about divorce, and it doesn't have to be like your parents. It could be, if your parents aren't here, my condolences. But maybe you went to someone that you wouldn't, go to for advice, and they told you to stay. You were meant to break the generational curse of people pleasing and walk away, right? Because, in procrastination, chances are they're in toxic marriages that they haven't let go of. You were called to maybe you liked someone and your family didn't, approve of them. Maybe they were different. Excuse me, Spirit confirming. You were called to, connect to that person, even if they didn't like them. They're not dating your parents. They were dating you. Or, we're gonna be dating. I don't know who that's for. Especially if it was like a really healing connection. How could that be bad for you? We have sexuality. We have self-sabotage. We have take off your mask. And we have hole in the soul. So it's cheating is what I'm getting, whether you're the cheater or you're dealing with one. If you found out your person was cheating, it says, I mean, for some of you, a person you were connected with found out that you cheated, and, they walked away. Yeah, my is the chance spirit confirming. But others of you, if you're in a marriage, I'm here in a long-term relationship, you found out your person was cheating and you stayed with them. So it's like you're self-sabotaging yourself, because somebody who loves you isn't going to cheat on you, right? I don't like the way that part is. But also, on the flip side, Spirit says somebody who loves himself isn't going to deal with a cheater. We have pay attention signs. We have pride. We have cycles. And we have soulmate. And then we have sadness. So, and behind that we have discover your life's purpose, procrastination. So it's like, if you are in a long-term committed relationship, the signs are there, and you're choosing to stay in that situation. Mary, don't cry, like don't be upset, because you're doing that, it's like you're choosing to stay in that situation. And if they continue to cheat, it's because you're entertaining it, right? final message for Geminis. We have pride. We have procrastination. We have take your mask off. And we have victim consciousness and sexuality at the bottom of the deck, selling out. So what I'm getting with these cards right here is that if you have learned somebody is a cheater, don't play the victim, because you're allowing it. You're allowing yourself to deal with a cheater. If you are a cheater, don't expect somebody to, continue to mingle with you. Because somebody who loves themselves isn't going to deal with the cheating, especially if they've dealt with cheaters and they've walked away from cheaters. They're not going to sell themselves out, right? Especially if they've healed from something. I'm the type of person, I've dealt with that in the past. I'm no longer dealing with it. So if I, find out that somebody I'm talking to is cheating on me, I'm going to love myself enough to walk away. If I didn't, that would take me back to the very beginning healing of part of my journey, and I'm not going back for anyone. So whatever side you sit on, this is the message I've been given for you, Geminis. I love you guys, and if it resonates, it resonates. If it don't, it don't. But you have to be honest with yourself when you watch messages like these, because that's where the healing is at. Don't point at the other person, point it inward, because that's where your healing will be. All right, I love you guys. I will talk to you later. Bye.